The show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Kansas City Royals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Kyle Wright. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wriggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And a big swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. And now one away. So up next, Akil Baddoo.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swings through that one for strike one. Baddoo went deep in his most recent game. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
2-1.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Carter snags it. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn will hit next. And that misses. Ball 1. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And now 2-2. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs.
No balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike at the knees. And the count is 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Out towards left center. Rosario hauls it in, and there's one away. Jonathan India at the plate. Late on that fastball.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was drafted 2nd overall by the Royals in 2019. Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were also part of that draft class. How good is that?
Pretty good. On the ground to short, Castro throws to first in time, and Witt is out. Nelson Velasquez digs in now. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Way outside, straight to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Now a screamer into the outfield. Rosario makes the catch, and that is back here in Kansas City. Benintendi to start it.
The left fielder, number 23,
Benintendi working through some struggles lately. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this. But he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one hammered way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
That is it. The third baseman, number 5.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
Josh Rojas, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Right. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teel. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Rip towards third. Zips it across, and that is the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and now here is Vinny Pasquantino. And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one away.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Michael.
Now it's the DH, Michael Massey. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Massey matched a homer in his last game. One out, bases empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that quickly 2 away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Salvador Perez.
Just missed. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. 2 out, space is empty. Outside. 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. KC down in order. To the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Right, back to work. Now one missed. Slater in his 9th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Now 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Hit on the ground to the right side. A dive, he's got it. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. He's able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
And a foul ball. Up the middle, India. On to first. He's out. And a couple of quick outs. Lenny Sosa, the next to hit. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Richie Rosario steps to the plate for the White Sox. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's hard hit on the line. Thomas brings it in, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Evan Carter. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So the batting order turns over. Now at the plate, runner takes off. Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Popped up. And there's 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Baddoo makes the catch, and the inning is over. Back here at
Three. Out. You're out. Three. Out. You're out. Three. Out. You're out. You're out.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right, back to work. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ground ball, left side. Throws across the diamond, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Teel. 0 for 2 in this one. And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs. Austin Slater stands in.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
0-1.
It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and the White Sox go quietly. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still no score. Back here in Kansas City, set for the last half of the seventh. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Well, these Royals need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
Fought off foul. The other way. He takes it on his own, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Evan Carter steps in for the Royals. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it one-hops the wall. In comes the run from third. And they lead by 2. The relay not in time. He's safe.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
One day. White Sox going with a new arm, James Karinchak.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Runner on at third, one gone. He goes down looking.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Royals 2 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Lucas Erceg.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.